All right, we are, I guess, we are live. Yeah. Oh, I can't hear myself. Now I can hear myself. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this month's transmission. Um, all right, let me just close a couple of things so that we are ready. And Uh, yeah, YouTube changed again, so getting to know it, to see where things are because they changed position. So, how are you? I hope you are amazing, having a great time. Well, November, it's already November, so for me, it's just already Christmas. It's just a thing, right? It's just that when you come to this point, you know that the year is already over. So we're getting into 2023. So yeah, so many things are happening as always. Never stop. Always, it's always moving, right? It's always happening. So, all right. As I check, okay, this is the thing, and this is Zoom. Good. All right, and this is YouTube. So, a couple of things. Oh, hi Roxy, welcome. A couple of things a couple of reminder. The Madden God podcast tomorrow, new episode, the 20th episode. 20. We're turning 20, getting to the age of reason. And we keep going, and it's always, well, we have a lot of pleasure doing it, so go and check it out. Thank God in every major podcast station. What do you call them? Podcast specific app, program, Apple, Google, etc. Check it out. So let's get into it. Let's get into November. So anyway, from my side, what I've noticed, what is happening is that, I have a lot of things, especially I'd say, this, the other day I I was thinking, and I experienced, it was like a moment of watching myself, and I said, well, look at me, how I've done a lot of work, where I'm at right now, and it felt really great and everything. And I said, well, I know that this moment I feel like this, like accomplished, expanded, ascending, right? Everything like that. And then I said, well, this is the moment, right? I'm aware though that this moment is giving me a way of seeing myself, seeing my work. But I know that then that is just that moment, and I'll have other moments where I'll be challenged, well, I'll have to confront feelings, anger, happiness, sadness, whatever, and right. So that moment of feeling, yeah, the accomplishment is just that moment, and then I'll move forward and have new work. The work is still happening, still ongoing, still work in progress. Um, but it's good to just stop for a second and look at the self and see the work, and then just keep going, keep expanding, keep having the moments happening, right? Because it's what we are doing. And I've realized, I've seen my resistance, how much how I was resisting many things, um, and as I noticed that, then I decided that I realized, well, I cannot resist. Resistance is what? I'm resisting reality. I'm resisting the experience, whatever is happening. And most of all is that my resistance is not happening when what I'm resisting at is happening, is generally because I'm thinking about it, so it's out of the moment, right? I'm creating a moment, but I'm creating I'm saying, oh, that thing that is happening tomorrow, in 1 week, in 1 month, so I don't want to do that. Right. So that's one thing, and the other thing is just the resistance. And what am I resisting? I'm resisting myself, because I'm creating it. So if that is happening is because I am making it happening. I am picking it up. I'm making that in my on my path, on my moment. So if I'm resisting, what I'm resisting is simply that I'm resisting myself. And it's a lot of energy. It's so tiring. And yeah, that I mean, there are things that I'd say, oh, I do not prefer. I wish that was not happening, or that's it's so boring, or so, oh gosh, right? Yeah, I guess we all have that. We all have what we do not prefer. But then we take a step forward, and we do recognize that as creator being, we are creating what is in our reality. In other words, we're putting it that it's not someone else. So the resistance is bringing me out of the now, out of my power, because then it becomes what? It becomes like I'm a victim of some external mad God that is making me having a experience that I do not like. It's not like that. So I have to recognize that. I know that I'm the one creating it. So then the choice is, well, oh, I keep complaining, I keep fighting, I keep opposing, and what I will be having is a experience of resistance that is gonna lead to more resistance and satisfaction, because when you get into that, you cannot stop. It's always more of that. Or I can choose to let go of my resistance, to not choose the resistance, to recognize my resistance, to accept my resistance, and then move forward, transcend the resistance, so that I do not need to resist anymore. Resist what? Well, resist a meeting, resist um, whatever is happening in the moment, whatever is proposed. And obviously, when you get something, right, someone is giving you a meeting, an appointment in 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever, and you do not want to see them, you do not like them, or you have to go somewhere and you do not want to go somewhere, etc., etc., whatever that may be. It's put in time. However, then what is that? It's still you. It's still you. It's still us. It's still me. I am still creating it. There is no one, no external that is putting that there. So I'm getting to the point where I am getting better in recognizing when I'm externalizing reality. And externalizing reality, there is nothing wrong with that, right? There are history of externalization. There are so many things that are externalized, and yeah, and reality still happen, and there is a still creation happening. So it's absolutely not bad, but we are here to know ourselves. We are here to get to that recognition, to that understanding. So we do recognize that those experiences, when we go into that, first of all, we are recognizing, we are exposing our ego, because all of that is egotical at as fuck, and then we are not keeping ourselves in the moment, inside, in the power of the self. And empowering the self is essential right now. Well, always actually, but going forward, empowering the self is a monumental step that we have to take. Why? Because externalizing reality and assigning everything to a external God, to a external factor, is just fucking up with the self. Is just denying the self, denying your own domain in your own self. You are the one doing it. No one else is doing it for you or against you or whatever. It's you. End of story. So keeping externalizing is just saying, fuck me, I'm nothing. And we are enough of that. Is enough. Enough is enough. We are taking a path of ascension, of evolution. So let's evolve. Let's stop bullshitting ourselves. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but we're moving forward. We are choosing differently, and choosing differently, then let's go with that. Let's recognize it's a job, it's a work, it's an evolution, it's a recognition of the self, all of that. And empowering means I do see me, I do understand me, I do accept that I am doing it, and that I am my own power, my own God, my own everything. And so I stop being a victim. I stop assigning everything to the external. I stop being in fear, fearing everything. I was talking with my cousin today, and she's pretty much awesome, amazing. But when we came to talk about finances, money, and her coming to getting to the pension, she is afraid, because she says, well, as everyone, well, the pension, well, how am I going to make right, to pay my bills with pension. And I said, and I realized, look at her. And when it comes to that, it's fear based. And I said to her, you will always have enough. You will always find a way. Your abundance is happening. You have it, right? But I could see that there's a barrier there, because many things you can go and discuss, but when it comes to that financial survival thing, it gets impossible or difficult to express it, because there is a opposition saying, look, this is my reality, this is what is happening, this is what this is the externalized version. How am I going to have enough money? Well, because you're creating it. But you, right, that's where it stops, because that is refusal in that environment. So you have just to accept, oh, I cannot get through that fear right now. It's okay. But you see the fear, the disempowerment, the non-recognition of the strength of of all that is, right? I was saying, you've always find a solution, you've always come together, and you've always got there, right? But that's the difficult thing, is to make that clear, to make that. But you see, that is also the thing, you do not need to, because I've told her. Now, what she does with what I told her, it's not my business. I do not have to make her see it. I've expressed, I've told her, you're abundant. Whether she recognizes it or not, it's up to her. But I was talking about the empowerment. See, that's the externalized version. It's the externalized abundance, or whatever. I depend from the external. Oh, pay the taxes so that everyone can be helped by the government. The government doesn't help you, doesn't help anyone. You see, that is what that is. The external, oh, the government receives the money so that everyone gets then something. No, the government doesn't work like that, because there is no government, there is only you. So what the governments may give to you, it's still you, not the government. Don't get fucked up by the external. Recognize that your abundance, your money, comes from you. It's you. Why is this important? Why the empowerment is important? Because when you recognize that it's you, then your abundance will increase. Why? Because you are assessing yourself, you are imposing yourself, you are recognizing yourself, you are recognizing my abundance. It's me. This money is me. This reality is me. Let's get back to the money. This money is me. I receive this money from my employer, I receive it from the government, I receive it from whatever. Fuck you. No, it's your money. What does that mean? It means that it's your money. You are spending your money. Yes, so what you receive with your money is still you. All of that is always you. See your abundance. See you empowering yourself. Recognize it's me. It's me. It's always me. So that your energy, with your vibration, your energy, with what you're doing with your money, doesn't stop with the money going away. The money stays with you. You spend it. No, the money is still you. It's still yours. It's still you. Always you. It's gone nowhere because there is nowhere to go. Or it's not on your bank account. Fuck you. No, that's not true. Yes, of course, it's not on your bank account, but that's not the point. It's not anywhere. It has never been on your bank account because there is no bank account, there is no numbers, there is only the moment. And in this moment, I'm spending money. Yes, I'm spending money. Oh, that money was no, it was nowhere. It's now. There is a story. Yes, there is a story. Is there money on on my bank account? Oh, yes, it's a story. It's real, but don't get lost on that. Come back to your abundance. Come back to your now. It's now. And that energy that you are using, that is then money or whatever, as you see it as yours, as belonging to you, in whatever exchange you are going to use it, then that it's going to expand because you are perceiving it as you. It's gonna be you. It's your energy. It remains your energy. If you see it as, oh, the money is gone, then you are releasing the energy, so you cannot really profit from the energy, from the expansion. It's you. So empower yourself. Stop externalizing. If you're externalizing, you are losing it. If you internalize it, you are keeping it. And obviously, this is all bullshit because it's always internal. It's always you. Even if you are assigning it outside, it remains always you, right? That is the truth. The truth. That is the reality behind it. But, 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 as I was talking before about opposing reality, if you have a belief system that is saying, oh, that's gone and it's not me anymore, then, well, what you put out is what you get. And what you get there is that the energy is gone. Why would you not have that as you are assigning it outside and as gone? So always maintain the awareness that it's you. And I'm speaking about money, but it's not just money, it's all of your reality, it's all of your energy, it's always yours, it goes nowhere. You're not giving it away. Your power, you cannot give away your power. Do you think there is a government? There is no fucking government. There has never been a fucking government. You are fucking yourself up with that notion of power over you. Someone is taking decisions. Someone is doing things for me. No one is doing fuck for you. It's always you. Always. So the story, the illusion is government. I'm giving power to the government so that the government can do stuff for me. No, the government is not doing stuff for you. It's you. It's always you. Why am I insisting with this? Because the story is real. Yes, there's the story of the government of whatever and co-creation, blah blah blah. Absolutely, that is real. That is happening. But what you are doing, what we are doing, what generally we do as human beings is that we're taking that and then we are saying, oh, they are higher than me, they are more important than me, they are so strong, so powerful. Oh, the president can blow up everything if he pushes a button of a nuclear weapon or whatever. Fuck you. No. What? Really? You believe those stories? No, this is you. This is your reality. Then obviously, yes, there are all of that is happening, blah, 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 blah. We're not talking about that. I'm talking your here, your now, your reality. Why would you go and accept that those things are higher, better, but more important, and that they are taking decision for you, and that they are doing this, they are doing that, and I have to submit, and I have to fuck you. No, again, no. Bring it back to you. Empower yourself. What happens in the moment, you deal to that in the moment. There is no government that is there to take over from you. It's an illusion. The government is nothing. The power outside of you, it's nothing. It's not there. There is nothing except what you assign. And that's what we do, right? As a illusion, as an experience, as a this is human reality. We have governments, we have countries, we have that, and we have to play with that. Oh, great, fantastic. It doesn't change a bit the fact that it's you, it's your reality, and not anyone else's reality. So you play into you. You do not play outside in a playground of, oh, I'm a slave to the biggest fish in this reality because they have money, they have power. It's you assigning it. It's not them owning anything. The president is not better than you. It is, or her, or she, or whatever. They are not having any more importance than you. Ever, ever, ever. Don't let yourself keep being fucked up by those bullshit. You own your reality, not them. Where are they? Nowhere. And this is the change that we have to do for ourselves to stop externalizing, to stop assigning this, to give it away. We're not giving it away. It's an illusion. Your power has never been given away, ever, because it's still you. That is what is changed. That is what needs to be changed in your relationship with your reality. Stop giving it outside. Stop assigning it outside. Stop believing that the bad, whatever is trying to get you, to get you, to get you. There's no one that is trying to get you, to enslave you or whatever, to enslave the human race. Really? You think that if there were something like that out there that wanted to enslave the human race, do you think that we won't already be enslaved? A alien race that is wanting to take over humanity, that have spaceship, that have the technology to come to Earth, to this planet. Really, we're not. We are hardly able to go one time on the moon and to send stuff in space. You think that we have any chances to resist to such a thing? No, obviously not. If anyone wanted to enslave, well, we will be a slave in 1 second. Doesn't take more than that. It's not happening. It's time to realize, to see it's not happening. Oh, and the power of the shadow, the government in the shadow, that is the government behind the government. They are deciding, doing this, doing that, and conspiracy and conspiracy and conspiracy. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Stop it. There's nothing like that. There's story, there's fear, there's whatever. The truth is your now. What is in your now? What is happening in your now? Nothing of that. Nothing. I defy you. I defy you. Show me that is happening. Show me that is happening. You're unable to do that. Why? Because it's not in your now. It's not there. You don't have it. You're just fucking up. That's what you are doing. That's what? Disempowering. Assigning it outside. Taking the fucked up shit that many people are using to play into fear, to sell fear, and keep externalizing. They are doing that to themselves, and then there are those that are picking up. And but it's still the self doing that to the self. Because there is no need to go outside, and there is no need to be in fear. There is no need for any fucking thing like that, ever. Because if you look into your reality, if you look into your history, there's nothing like that. Nothing. No one that is playing into any conspiracy theory has ever experienced any fucking thing like that. No one. It's bullshit of externalization and disempowerment. Reality is what? It's not happening to you. It's not in your now. So why the fuck would you give energy to that fucking shit? There's no need. It's not happening. It's not there. And that is why empower yourself. Stop assigning it outside of you. Stop believing that the outside is brighter than the inside, that it's more interesting than the inside, that there is more to do outside than inside. There is fucking nothing outside of you. And you know what happens? When you stop fucking up with the outside, life, experiences, you discover what? You discover you're awesome, you're amazing. You discover that your reality is fantastic. You have amazing experiences. Why? Because you are empowering yourself. You are staying with you. You stop being a victim. You stop being someone that accepts that the government is better than you, that anyone else is better than you. There's no one that is better than you. There's no one to be better than you. There's only the inside. There's only that. And look, each one of us, we are having experiences. We have been having experiences for so long. So many experiences, so many, much more than what you can remember. You're having so many experiences. And it's happening. Reality is happening. Never been stopped. Will never stop. Whatever it may be, whatever you may believe, whatever horrible things you may believe or people may believe that it's going to happen, reality doesn't stop. How many things have been happening that you even don't remember, but that you have experienced? Oh, so many things. So many things. I have moments that I'm there and I just have a glimpse of remember, oh, that happened. And I said, oh, yeah, but I don't. And I know, oh, all right, it's just, I experienced that, but it's not relevant to now. I just have a glimpse, a little memory of that. Oh, that's an experience. Oh, that's another experience, but still not relevant to to me. But I had the experience and I remember it. And that too is still not relevant to me right now, but I remember it. I experienced that. Same with everyone. Everyone is going through so many experiences. We are experiencing everything, all of it. Nothing is out of our reach or out of our potential. We are potentially having every experience, and we are having it. Potentially, you can have that. You can remember that. Potentially, yeah, we all can have the wall of our memory because we are having it, but we are only accessing what is needed in the moment, what is allowed in the moment, what is relevant in the moment. We do not need to remember everything in the human realm. And that's fine, because we don't need it. Because we still, even if we are illusioning ourselves here, we are still having a perfect experience. Because the moment is perfect. And for whatever fucked up experience one can have in one moment, in whatever, it's still perfect, but because that is created perfect. The experience is perfect. The right or wrong is only assigned by the self, the fractal, the ego. Obviously, there's experiences that no one wants to have, and still we are having them, because from the point of view of the creator, it's an experience. And then that is it. Empowerment, recognition of the self, recognition, this is me, right? Key, absolutely key. There's no avoiding it. We're coming to the moment. We're coming to a moment experience, and globally that is, it's like I've been looking at the election in the United States, but I'm changing my experience in recognizing the vibration, recognizing what is the global experience that is then giving the results that are there. And I came to the conclusion that in this moment there is a still made, not in the sense where are we going, but in it's that there is no final decision in going one direction or another direction, or how to do it, and so the results seems to be just stagnant. They are not, but it's the impression, because there isn't the empowerment of recognition of the self that the beings are expressing. And so in the division, everyone wants to be right. Everyone wants to impose a truth to everyone else. So it's like such a loss of empowerment, which is not a loss. They're not losing it, but they are losing themselves. They're losing it and assigning it outside. How? the House of Representative, the Senate. They are taking decisions. It's so important. Oh, don't get me wrong. In the idea of right global consciousness in the story that we're telling, yeah, of course, that's the story. I'm not talking about that story. That story is real. Here I'm talking about the fact that are those people really taking decisions for you? And what are those decisions that they are taking for you? Are they taking that for you? Well, that's the story we're telling. The reality is that whatever they are deciding, they're deciding everything. They're having the experience of deciding whatever they decide, and they are having all the experience. What you are picking up from that, it's what is relevant for you in the moment. It's what you are attracting for you in the moment, which means that what? That whatever it is, it's what you choose to attract. So it's still you, not them. It's you. They are representing the decision, but the experience is you. And you're telling yourself the story that that decision has been taken by Congress. Congress did fucking nothing. You creates the experience. That is what is really happening. So what you need is the recognition that you have the human story that is happening and that is real. That's our experience in the physicality of this reality. But there is creation, and creation happens before the physicality, which is not correct. It's simultaneously is more correct to say. But creation is happening outside of time. So it's kind of correct to say it's happening before. Because we are in time, so we are having the experience of time. So when we get into the physicality, it's in time, so we can say it's happening after creation. So that when you get to the physicality, what is that you have chosen it. This is my reality, and in my reality, I'm having this experience. I'm choosing to have this experience, and this experience is related to that decision that has been taken by those people that are in Congress. So what I'm going to do is that I'm attracting the experience of that decision that has been taken by Congress, and then has a relevance in my now, because that decision is exactly what I am experiencing right now. So you see, it's you, not them. It's you, because the experience, you're the one having it, not them, you. And that's how it always comes together. There is a physicality, there is a reality in the physical world that is happening. It's a story, like a movie. And you're experiencing it, but your now, that is your experience, your now. When you get back to that, that's when miracles happen. That's when the amazing happen. That's where then actually, when you let go of that, oh, amazing, oh, it's the ordinary, it's creation. We're seeing it, oh, it's extraordinary just because we are not recognizing ourselves. That's the empowerment. Get into you, get into recognizing you, you. Of course, reality happens. Of course, attraction, everything, all that is real. But you see, we need to get to the recognition, to the acceptance of the self, that it's me, it's me, it's me. And we have so externalized, but now we have to punch the internalization. You're so strong because we need to get that understood now. We need to get that inside. And as we have been externalizing so strongly, we need to really get strong into the internalization because it's so opposed, it's so counter against everything that has been taught, said for so long, external. The government, the king, the queen, the government, the this and that, they are better than you, they're higher than you, they're more important than you, blah, 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 blah. You're nothing, you're a sinner, you go to hell, you're a piece of shit, right? For so long, that has been what we have been told. So that we need a correction, we need a recognition, we need the empowerment of the self to get back to the self. So we need to get that strong and to express it in such a way that we get the message, that we present it, so that then it can be picked up. It's not that we have to enforce it, but we need to present it in such a way that it can be taken, that it can be understood. It's like what is happening. Oh, I've seen people getting so fed up, so completely mad because there are a TV show where there are strong women. Strong women. Oh my God, strong women. And they get comments on YouTube. Oh, woke. And they even don't know what woke means. And I say, yes, it may be that there are circumstances, experiences where we experience TV show where there or whatever, where there is the impression that they are going a little bit too strong into presenting characters in a certain way. Are we forgetting all that the shit that we receive that is presenting exactly the opposite? Are we forgetting the patriarchal society, the all of that shit that is there? So we are overcorrecting against the patriarchal society. Well, maybe we need to go in an overcorrection so that the change of recognizing the position of everyone, right, may happen. It's change that is happening. But then you have the reaction because it's done very in a way that is clumsy. But as everyone is expressing lack and not recognizing the self, I'm doing it. It's me. And if I react to a strong woman in that way, maybe I'm not really sure of my masculinity, because where is the problem to have a strong woman? Or seeing a African American playing an elf, and they get mad and they lose their shit because there is a black elf. Maybe they have a problem. Maybe the problem is not the fact that a black person is playing a character in a TV show and they happen to be of color. Maybe the problem is with the one that is losing his shit. Right? Yes. Recognize the self, recognize the experience. See that there are things that are happening. And even that is simply an interpretation. It's simply, is it that very, is it, well, it's nothing. Because the truth is that you are exposed to what you choose to have as an experience. So it's still, as I am talking about this is my experience. This is my interpretation of it. Am I going to react in the same way? No. I have no problem with strong women. I have no problem with any person of color interpreting any character. It's not the problem. Doctor Who, they choose a woman to interpret Doctor Who. Doctor Who has always been interpreted by a male character, male actor, until they choose, oh, we have to put a woman because, oh, because it's in time, because now that's how, because, well, I still don't know why, except that that is not serving the code, the feminism, or whatever thing that may be, because it's not like that you empower women. It's not by taking a character that has always been interpreted by a male actor and make it a female, a woman. It's not that. That is not empowering women. That is bullshit. That is trying to correct something that doesn't need to be corrected. Not in that way. Make better character. Give better writing, better opportunity to the women in the show. Give them more to do, more important things. Stop giving to the women character shitty line of or situation where they need to be saved by the doctor. It's always the female character that need to be saved by the doctor, right? That kind of thing. That is more in the line of what is empowering, giving better writing, better ideas. And I'm saying better, it's not the right word, but it gives the idea, right? But you see, that is the thing. Losing your shit because there is something in a TV show that you think, hey, shouldn't be there. Tolkien didn't write a character of color in Middle Earth. Really? How do you know? Were you there with Tolkien when he was writing? Or is that your interpretation? Obviously, it's their interpretation. They're seeing it that way. And so they cannot bear to have someone else's interpretation of it. The problem is not that there are character or that they put people of color or whatever in a TV show. It's not the problem. It's not the problem. Anyway. And it's funny that as soon as you have something like that, it becomes a tragedy. Anyway, you see, empowerment, it's a key word, it's a key thing. And it's just a key thing because we have been disempowering ourselves. And empowering ourselves is just a counter action. It's bringing the awareness, look, you are acting in a way where you are really looking not in your power, in your expression of your God, of your creator. You are assigning everything outside of you. So we need to bring you inside. So we call that empowering, right? Power it yourself. But you do not need to be empowered because you have never lost your power. You've never given it away. That's an illusion. But it's an illusion, again, in human reality that is real. It is happening, right? It's real. It's reality. And as for everything, there is nothing wrong into doing that because that has been doing. It's in our experience. We have experienced that, and it's in our experience. We're doing that, right? Yeah, absolutely. And it works, right? It's full of shit, but it doesn't take away reality. It's happening. It's there. But we are choosing differently again because there is no mandatory or no law that says that to be a human you have to bow, kneel in front of a government, in front of the official of a government. There is no law that says that you are less than, that we are less than, that they are, that this is the story of some other, someone else, not you. You're just nothing. You're just unimportant. Because, well, those that are important are those that have money, a lot of money, those that are politicians that are elected because, oh, they're successful, actors, actresses, Hollywood, obviously, and some other people, right, that are CEO or right that kind of people that are taking a big decision and how they're putting so much work into it and how it's so important. That story is over. It's done. We now can make a different choice. We know there is a different choice available for each one of us. So let's take it. Because the enslavement that we are putting ourselves into, right? The enslavement of the externalization, done. We've experienced that. Experience done. Let's move to something else. Why will we keep ourselves into that? We have a choice. We can do a different choice. Let's make it. All right. So this is it. We're done. Thank you for joining. And I will be seeing you. Oh, wow. By the way, Patreon. Patreon is now, they have added a new functionality where it is possible to post videos directly on Patreon. So I will be using that in the future, right? To just record them and then publish them directly on Patreon. That's very interesting. It's good. All right. So thank you again, and I will be seeing you in the next now. Be awesome. Be amazing. Fuck it up. It's fine. Have your experiences. do have your experiences. Goodbye.